Alright, so today we have a review of the Motorart Volvo EC240 in 1/50th scale. And before we get started, on this model, I did put my own metal tracks on, so if you do plan to get this model, it will come with plastic linked tracks, which break very easily. Matter of fact, they actually broke when I was taking them out of the box, so I put some spare tracks I had on it. But other than that, the model is almost completely stock, so let's get started. Coming to the undercarriage here. Set that down for you, and we can zoom in. Coming down to the undercarriage. It's a pretty simple undercarriage. I'm pretty sure it's metal. I know some people think the seam it's plastic, but I'm pretty sure it's metal. It's got the weight and everything, and the base plate on the bottom is metal. But other than that, on the track frames, it's just kind of just a casting. You have your sprocket here and your idler up here, which is non-functioning, and then a bunch of non-functioning rollers on the bottom and on the top. You do have some steps though to get up to the engine compartment and the operator's cab. Coming down to here, you have a nice Volvo logo, another EC240B logo, which is very nice, and then you have I think this is actually in the casting. It's kind of partially etched in. You got a nice engine radiator cover or vents, and then you come over to your cab. It's a pretty nice cab. It is the handrails on it are plastic, and you have this blue tinted I'm guessing sun visor, but I'm not really sure. And then you have a nice plastic air cleaner. It's a little loose, but other than that, it works fairly nice. Coming around to the back of the machine, let me fold that up. Come around to the back, you have a nice counterweight. It's a nice gray. The Volvo logo is painted in white, as you can see, and it's nice. And then you have some lights with some warning decals, and then you have your exhaust. And this model does have an opening engine compartment, which I'll show you after, in a little bit I'll show you. Coming around to this side, same thing, but very flimsy plastic handrail. It almost kind of feels like it's going to come out, but I haven't really touched with it. And then again over here, I have a nice EC240B logo and a Volvo logo. And then coming to the front of the machine, get the boom up. Or yeah, get the bucket out of the way, and then coming over here you have two windshield wipers, and then you can see your it's an okay detailed cab. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. And then over here you have your hydraulic lines that run up to the lift cylinders, and then you have a step. I'm guessing some sort of compartment would be here, and then you have a nice warning decal right there. Coming back over to here to get to the top of the machine. There was a swing motor that was in here with hydraulics, but it looked it was a pretty bad looking swing motor, and it came out very easily. So I just left it off, and I think it makes the model look a lot better because it was just a big black swing motor. It stuck out and it didn't look real to me. So I took it off, and then coming over to here, you have a bunch etched through in the casting. So you could actually, I don't think you can see it on the camera, but you can actually see through the etching to the exhaust. And like I said before, the engine compartment does open. It's a little stiff, but it does open to reveal a nice engine insert. It's not the best, but yet again, not the worst. It's glad to see that there's a model that has an opening engine compartment for the price that I paid for this. Coming over to the boom, you have working lights, not painted, but replicated. You have on both sides. Coming down to the bucket, get that in the shot. You do have, the teeth are pretty nice on the model, and you do have some wear plating on the back. And that's really about it for the bucket. I'll show you the functionality in a minute. But coming to the back of the boom, you do have cast hydraulic lines, but these are the only on the model. There's none that run to the stick. So if you're looking for hydraulics and you're looking to get this model, I wouldn't really recommend it. But other than that, let's get to the functionality. Let me zoom back out. Right here is how far the stick will go out, and that's how far the bucket will go out. It's very nicely balanced. The stick will come in that far, and the bucket will come in that far, so you can fold it down for a nice transport load right there. Bringing it back up, bucket out. The stick will raise to about that high, and then it will go to about there. I mean, it's reasonable. I mean, it's not really realistic. I mean, if you're on a bench, that's how far down you could be going. But other than that, for the price I paid for this model, I mean, I really feel like I got my money's worth, and it was, the only problem which I didn't really like were the metal tracks, but other than that, or not the metal tracks, the plastic tracks, but I put tracks on, which, if you are going to try to do it, lo and be told, it's not the easiest thing in the world. I mean, I got this model a while ago, and the first day I got one of the tracks on. Well, actually, no, I got both sides of the tracks on, but they both had to have a link taken out, otherwise they just kept falling off the model. So, I mean, that took some work. I had to grind down the idler and the sprocket a little bit with my my Dremel, and I mean, it's time consuming. I got one, and then I kind of gave up on the other, and then a few months later I came back and hit the other one, and I actually got it. So, but overall, if you're looking for a, I mean, when I bought this model, it was inexpensive. I know you can find it still today, some pop up here and there. I mean, I've seen the prices on them go from anywhere from like 40 to 50 bucks. I mean, if you're looking for a pretty well detailed model, I mean, I'd recommend it to you. It's one of Motorart's better models, I would say. But other than that, there's pictures of it on my on the Facebook page at Outback Customs and Models. The link will be in the description. And please subscribe. And also, I'd like to take the time to give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber. His name is Tom. I think it's Strobel. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his last name, but again, there'll be a link in the description. Go check him out. He does some great reviews of models, and he gave me a shout out, so I hit him back with a shout out. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe, like us on Facebook, and if you want to see a review or request a review, there'll be a collection update coming in the next day or so. So if you want to see a review of a model in my collection, I will be happy to do it. But other than that, that's about it. And thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed.